Hello students, today we are going to start your last poem, The Tale of Custard the Dragon. This poem is composed by Ogden Nash. He had wrote 500 pieces of comic verse. Here, this poem is a kind of ballad. Ballads are the poem that tells a story. Let's start your poem now. Belinda lived in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little grey mouse and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon and a really truly little pet dragon. Now the name of the little black kitten was Ink, and the little grey mouse, she called him Blink, and the little yellow dog was sharp as mustard, but the dragon was covered and she called him Custard. Summary. In Hindi, we are doing this translation of this lines. Belinda एक छोटे सफेद घर में रहती है अपने छोटे काले बिल्ली के बच्चे और एक छोटे भूरे रंग के चूहे के साथ, और एक छोटे पीले रंग के कुत्ते और एक छोटी लाल रंग की गाड़ी के साथ, और एक वास्तविक सच्चे छोटे पालतू ड्रैगन के साथ भी। अब उसके छोटे काले बिल्ली के बच्चे का नाम तो उसने इंक रखा था, छोटे चूहे का नाम उसने ब्लिंक रखा था, और छोटे पीले कुत्ते का नाम उस बिल्कुल मस्टर्ड की तरह कलर था। उसका मस्टर्ड कलर होता है ना, जैसे सरसों का, उस टाइप का कलर सुनहरा था। परंतु वो ड्रैगन जो था वो बहुत ही डरपोक था और उसे वो कस्टर्ड बुलाती थी, मतलब ड्रैगन का नाम कस्टर्ड था। Custard the dragon had big sharp teeth and spikes on top of his and scales underneath, mouth like a fireplace, chimney for a nose, and truly daggers on his toes. Linda was as brave as barrel full of beers, and Ink and Blink chased lions down the stairs. Mustard was as brave as tiger in a rage, but Custard tried for a nice safe cage. कस्टर्ड ड्रैगन के तीखे बड़े दांत थे, उसके ऊपर की तरफ नुकीले कांटे थे, नीचे की ओर कड़ी चमड़ी की लेयर थी, मुंह अग्नि से सील के समान था, जैसे कि मुंह से आग निकल रही है, नाक एक चिमनी थी, उसके पैरों में असली और सच्ची कटार थी। ब्लिंडा भालुओं के एक झुंड के समान बहादुर थी, और इंक और ब्लिंक सीढ़ियों के नीचे शेरों का पीछे करते थे। मस्टर्ड क्रोध से भरे चीते की तरह वीर था, मतलब वो बहुत ही ब्रेव था। किंतु कस्टर्ड हमेशा एक सुरक्षित पिंजरे के लिए चिल्लाता रहता था। दैट मीन्स ही डोंट वांट टू प्ले विद एनीवन, ही जस्ट वांटेड टू बी सेफ। Blinda tickled him. She tickled him unmerciful. Ink, Blink, Mustard, they rudely called him Percival. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon, at the really truly cowardly dragon. Blinda giggled till she shook the house, and Blink said, "Wake," which is giggling for a mouse. Ink and Mustard rudely asked his cage when Custard cried for a nice safe cage. Suddenly they heard a nasty sound, and a Mustard growled, and they all looked around. Meow, cried Ink, and ooh, cried Blinda, for there was a pirate climbing the window. Blinda उसे गुदगुदाती रहती और वह उसे बिना किसी दया के गुदगुदी करती रहती। इंक, ब्लिंक और मस्टर्ड उसके रूखे स्वभाव से पर्सिवल कहकर बुलाते थे। वे सारी छोटी लाल गाड़ी में कायर वास्तविक सच्चे ड्रैगन पर हंसते हुए बैठते रहते थे। ब्लिंडा इतने जोर से हंसती कि पूरा घर कांप उठता था, और ब्लिंक चूहे की भांति हंसता रहता धीरे धीरे। इंक और मस्टर्ड रूठे स्वभाव से उसकी आयु पूछते थे, जब कस्टर्ड अपने लिए एक सुंदर सुरक्षित पिंजरे के लिए चिल्लाता था। अचानक उसे एक बेकार आवाज सुनाई दी, मतलब बहुत गंदी सी। मस्टर्ड गुर्राया, उन्होंने चारों तरफ देखा। एक कैट थी मियाऊ मियाऊ। इंक ने चिल्लाया और ब्लिंडा चिल्लाई, क्योंकि वो एक समुद्री लुटेरा था जो खिड़की पर चढ़ रहा था। Pistol in his left hand, pistol in his right, and he held in his teeth a cutlass bright. His beard was black, one leg was wood. It was clear that the pirate meant no good. Blinda paled, and she cried, "Help, help!" But Mustard fled with a terrified yell. Ink trickled down to the bottom of the household, and Little Mouse blinked strategically mouse hold. पायरेट के हाथ में, वो जो इंसान जो चढ़ रहा था एक्चुअली, उसके हाथ में बंदूक थी, दोनों हाथों में। दांतों में बिल्कुल चमकती हुई तलवार थी। उसकी दाढ़ी काली थी और एक पैर लकड़ी का था। ये स्पष्ट था कि समुद्री डाकू था वो मतलब अच्छा नहीं दिख रहा था। ब्लिंडा डर के मारे पीली पड़ गई, चिल्लाई, "बचाओ बचाओ!" परंतु मस्टर्ड एक जगह से दूसरी जगह भाग रहा था। इंक घर के निचले हिस्से में घुस गया। एक छोटा चूहा ब्लिंक कुशलता से अपने बिल में घुस गया। बट नाउ दिस इज द climax actually. But up jumped Custard, snorting like an engine, clashed his tail like irons in a dungeon. With a clatter and a clang and a jangling squeam, he went at the pirate like Robin at the worm. The pirate gaped at Blinda's dragon and gulped from his pocket flagon. He fired 2 bullets, but they didn't hit, and the Custard gobbled him every bit. पर अब कस्टर्ड की बारी थी, परंतु कस्टर्ड ऊपर की ओर करके फुंकार करते हुए रेल के इंजन की तरह कूद गया उस पायरेट के ऊपर, अपनी पूंछ को इस तरह से हिलाते हुए मानो भट्टी में आग को लोहे से हिलाया जाता है। खड़खड़ाते, टनटनाते और फड़फड़ाते हुए समुद्री डाकू की ओर बढ़ा। समुद्री डाकू ने ब्लिंडा के ड्रैगन से दूरी बनाई, अपनी जेब में सुराही से शराब निकालकर पी। उसने 2 गोलियां चलाई, परंतु वो दोनों निशाने पर नहीं लगी। कस्टर्ड उसके प्रत्येक टुकड़े को निकल गया। दैट मीन्स कस्टर्ड जब उसकी जरूरत पड़ी, देन ही रिएक्टेड। ब्लिंडा embraced him. Mustard licked him. No one mourned for his pirate victim. Ink and Blink in the glee did dry around the dragon that ate the pirate. But presently up spoke little dog Mustard. "I have been twice as brave if I hadn't been flustered." And up spoke Ink, up spoke Blink. We would have been 3 times as brave, we think. And the Custard said, "I quite agree that everybody is braver than me." ब्लिंडा ने उसे गले लगा लिया। मस्टर्ड उसे चाटने लगा। किसी ने भी उसके समुद्री लुटेरे के शिकार पर शोक नहीं किया। इंक एंड ब्लिंक जब उस समुद्री लुटेरे के चारों ओर खुशी से चक्कर लगा रहे थे, जिसे ड्रैगन ने खा लिया था, परंतु अब छोटा सा कुत्ता मस्टर्ड बोला, "यदि मैं घबराता नहीं तो मैं तुमसे 2 गुना ज्यादा ताकतवर हूँ। फिर इंक और ब्लिंक बोले, "हम सोचते हैं हम तुमसे 3 गुना ज्यादा ताकतवर हैं। कस्टर्ड ने कहा, "मैं तुमसे बिल्कुल सहमत हूं कि हम में से हर कोई मुझसे ज्यादा बहादुर है." Blinda still lives in her little white house with her little black kitten and her little grey mouse and her little yellow dog and her little red wagon and her really truly little pet dragon. Blinda is a brave as barrel full of beers, and the Ink and Blink chase lions down the stairs. Mustard is as brave as a tiger in a race, but Custard helps crying for a nice safe cage. ब्लिंडा अब भी एक छोटे से घर में, सफेद घर में रहती है, अपने छोटे काले बिल्ली के बच्चे, अपने छोटे भूरे चूहों के साथ और अपने पीले कुत्ते और अपनी छोटी लाल गाड़ी के साथ, अपने वास्तविक सच्चे छोटे पालतू ड्रैगन के साथ। ब्लिंडा एक भालू से भरी नली की तरह बहादुर थी और इंक और ब्लिंक सीढ़ियों के नीचे शेरों का पीछा कर रहे थे। मस्टर्ड एक गुस्सैले चीते की तरह बहादुर था, परंतु कस्टर्ड लगातार एक अच्छे सुरक्षित पिंजरे के लिए रोता रहता था। This was the summary of your chapter. Question answers will be given to you later on. Thank you. Hello students, today we are going to start chapter 6 of Movement, Weathering the Storm in Erasmus, written by Harsh Mandar. Summary of this chapter is, this story is a true account of the devastation brought down about in Odisha, now Odisha, in 1999 by a super cyclone. On 27 October 1999, Prashant, a young boy of 19, went to Erasmus to his friend's house. Erasmus is a small town in Odisha, coastal Odisha, where 18 kilometers from his village, which is 18 kilometers from his village. When the cyclone hit the coastal Odisha, Prashant was in Erasmus. The cyclone continued for 36 hours. The cyclone was so devastated that it lasted for 36 hours. It brought down all the houses and huge old trees. Prashant had to spend 2 days at Erasmus. He was worried about his family. He started for his village. He covered 18 kilometers distance to his village through the waist deep water. That means his waist was deep rooted in the water. Then too he walked 18 kilometers. On his way, he had to push away many human bodies and carcasses of animals. That means many human bodies. Most of the person, due to devastation, they were dead. Dead bodies were floating on the water of animals as well as human beings. Eventually, Prashant reached his village. His heart went cold. He thought his family could not have survived the catastrophe. He was happy to see his family safe in the Red Cross camp. But when he reached his own hometown, then he was very happy to see his family safe. Prashant decided to come forward and arrange food and medicine for the victims. He formed a group of youth and elders. They pressured the local merchant to give them some rice. They cleaned the shelter of filth, urine, etc. The volunteers tended to the wounds of the injuries. On the 5th day, some government help reached their village, but it was scanty. That means the help that was given by the government was not that sufficient to help everybody equally. Prashant made the children lie on the sand with utensils on their stomachs. The passing helicopters got the message and they returned with more help. Prashant decided to bring the orphan children together. He made a shelter for them. He encouraged the women to work for food for work. Program started by an NGO. He arranged social events. He set up new foster families. He made the childless widows to look after the orphan children. That means childless widows were staying with orphan children so that they children can get love of their mother and mothers can get their child as a own child. He did not let anybody suffer. The widows and orphan children took Prashant as their savior. That means Prashant was a savior. He was a real hero who helped them in the devastated conditions actually. That was the summary of your chapter. Question answers will be given to you later on. Thank you.